What's good, everybody? How you doing? Oh, well, it's supposed to be. You guys supposed to be able to see me. Oh, it's dark as hell in here. What? I don't have my lamps on. Hold on, give me just a second. Be dark as hell in here. Give me just a second. Lamps on. Butt on. I'm a little better. I'm still kind of dark. Still kind of dark looking. Can we... I don't know, man. I'm still a little dark. I don't know if I'm fucking with that. But it's gotta be how it's gotta be. And if that's how it's gonna be, I'm gonna be a little dark. That's fine. I'll just be a little dark. That's okay though. That's okay. Can't win them all. Oh, you guys can't see me over here on the damn that one. There we go. There we go. Let's make sure that I don't have a... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Let me get chat connected, and then we'll get moving. Today's stream is going to be very engineering. Okay, we're going to do space engineers, but this stream in particular is going to be one where... So we were talking in Discord about possibly doing a drill arm machine, but have it as like a standalone unit that can be deployed, and it'll pump out to its own storage system with a connector at the top, so we can fly in, dock, transfer all the material out, and then fly back to base to transfer. So all I have to do, I don't have to do any mining, I just have to transfer, right? And then we were thinking, you know, maybe to go along with that... Dude, get off my screen. Not signed in. What are you talking about? Whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. Maybe to go along with it, we have so its own storage, its own batteries, and we build some sort of moving device to pick it up and take it somewhere and deploy it, and then it mines the resources, and then all I have to do is run supply runs back and forth, and then whenever it's, you know, finished or ready to move to the next section or do whatever it needs to do next, I'll just come back, empty everything out of it, and since it shouldn't be mining anything, since it's depleted its area, we'll just fold it back up into whatever movement it has, take it somewhere, and deploy it again and let it do its thing. The miners from Slime Rancher, basically. Yeah. That's the goal. So I've already got Space Engineers open. Give it a second. There's gonna be a little bit of lag, but it'll be up here in just a second. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about what is potentially going to take a lot of the time and risk off of this playthrough. The risk being I no longer have to fly back and forth with a full load, and then like go down inside of a hole and dock and all that stuff. I think what I'm going to end up doing is building some sort of... No, I'm not. I already have a collection pad. I was going to say I was going to build some sort of collector system where I can kind of stay in the air and drop everything, but I've already got that. So I just need a way to dock up to the drill arm and pull resources off of that. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good for us. I'm excited. So I'm going to wait on this little loading screen, and then once this loading screen's open and we're in the game, I'll go full screen, and we'll go from there. I'm thinking we're probably going to copy the exact drill arm layout that we're doing right now underneath the base, the big like cylinder bore. I think we're going to copy that. That one packages up pretty well. At the bottom, though, at the bottom of the pistons, we're going to have like a conveyor and maybe a couple of conveyor connections and then a hinge, so that way I can fold the drills up so the pistons and the drills can sit like this, and then once it gets sent somewhere, it can deploy down and then cut. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the move we're going to go with. Man. I can't get close enough to the desk because my chair don't fuck with me. Okay. Alright. So, let's tap in. Let's tap in on what we got going on. So I'm gonna need mag plate. Oh wait, this is in frame? Can't be having that. There we go. Much better. Yes, we're gonna get a mag plate. And I'm gonna need lots of steel plate. Large steel tubes. Make 200 of those. Are we short on iron? 5K, 10, 51,000. Now we got plenty of iron. How do we have so much iron? How do we have so much iron? I feel like normally when we do an iron run, we end up with maybe 40K. How did we end up with like 70 total? Call that 15. 66. Another 5 right there. 70. We have tons of iron. We have tons of iron. I did not realize we had that much. Okay, why can I not withdraw? Okay, what's going on here? Why are the assemblers not assembling? Gravel? Is that the issue? That is always the issue. Just about always. That is the issue. Okay. But let's go over here. We're gonna plan. I think right here is where we're gonna start our plan. Short on motors, okay. All right, so most of this is going to be vertical. It's going to be really tall to make sure that we can stack 10 pistons. That'll give us 20 meters. Not counting the length of the piston itself, which is a little under a meter. Okay. So it's going to be tall. Let's get the frame of it built first. Is it going to need to sit outside the hole and then drill from the center, and then I'll just move the whole unit like that? Because if the drills are going to be able to swing around, but also need to be able to fold up, and also mine, and fold out and mine downwards, I can't get rid of... I'm either going to end up mining like donuts to where the platform sits and then it spins around the sitting space, and you end up getting this little like pedestal built, which isn't ideal. Or you end up building this big ring with some like arch loop over top of it that it sits on and drills down, which I guess works, but the issue then is that you can't get that ring down inside of wherever you were planning to mine. What is new today? We're theory crafting a mobile drill arm. some sort of drill arm that can allow it to bore a hole and then move down and then bore the hole again. Fold out legs that it sits on at first, and then it folds those legs inside so it can go down inside the hole and deploy them against the wall, and then come back in and deploy against the wall. Okay. Let's grab a whole bunch of steel and think about this. Hey! Hey, that's close. Remember we were talking about taking something out. What's the scuttler look like? Two big thrusters holding that bitch up. That might be a move. And it's close. Oh, it's going away. It's going over to that one. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to worry about it then. Yeah, let's grab a bunch of steel. I won't lie, gamers. Sorry, you can't see it. The light up here, it's kind of giving me a little bit of migraine, so we're going to not rock this, and I'm going to turn the light off. Go. He wants to fall. Look at him. Yeah, you're right. He does want to fall. He's being all like that, you know? Let's get inside. Yeah, you can just tell. You can just tell based on the way that he's just, you can just tell he wants to get shot. He wants to get taken down. Alright, we need another one. We need another one. Projector. Send to assembler a couple times. Dude, why is my assembler not doing its job? Gravel. I thought I had a conveyor sorter going to this thing that made it just exclusively grab gravel. Sorter, gravel. Hold on. Drain all on. Active filters. Yeah, shit, dude. Just take production. This one. Not in cooperative mode. Your whole job is to evacuate my system of gravel. That's your entire job. Is just make gravel or concrete mix. I don't ever want to see gravel in my system again. There we go. There we go. I don't ever want to see gravel in my system again. So now this assembler can get rid of its gravel. And gravel, gravel. Cool, I don't ever want to see that shit again. Perfect. Perfection. This should now mean that this welds up properly. Alright. Oh, it's evil. We can tell that it's evil because of the way that it is. The scuttler. The scuttler looks like it's running away. It looked that way to you fellas too. It looks like it's running away from us. I just need a ship to spawn in that just is ready to die. You know what I'm saying? I need it to spawn in and be on its last leg. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, man, I totally wanted that to happen. There we go. Small grid, remote control, control. Okay. So it lost its gyroscope? That's cool. Yeah, I didn't want a gyroscope anyway. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't want a gyroscope anyway. You know what? Just come here. Just quit all of whatever you were doing. I'll just make you again. Oh, you thought I wanted the scuttler? Nah, I'd rather figure out why the see, that's all broken. Goodness gracious. Alright, well. Man. Alright, let's get back to working on what we were working on. Dilly-dallied too much. Steel plate. I'm gonna need a whole lot of it to figure out what I want. And we're gonna make this thing out of yellow because it will be an industrial vehicle. Or an industrial mechanism. So I'm tempted, right, to say that we just do the pedestal idea because that'll be the easiest thing to do. We deploy it, it mines a little bit. The only issue then is that we can't make it go deep. We can't make it go deep. So how are we gonna do this, man? How do you make a boring machine that clears enough terrain, that clears the amount of terrain that the boring machine takes up without losing its footing? Maybe I'm thinking about this all wrong. And what it needs is like a central tower, right? And then it mines from down here, and up here at the top it has hinges on all four sides that then fold up on top of it and fold out like big legs, you know? So then it can mine the center, and then it can fold back up to get pushed further down, and then the legs can fold out and they'll just hit the wall, and then it'll, you know, hit the wall, and then it can make a fan guard for the drill, attach the guard to the ground. Send a picture of whatever you're talking about in Discord. 'Cause I think the leg idea would work. I think that would work really good. I'm gonna need a lot of scaffolding. So let's get the old reliable large cargo container. Ever reliable cargo container. Let me know whenever you've sent it in Discord and I'll look at it. Alright, so let's see. Bring this way up. I don't really know how high up we should go with this. I mean, I don't really guess it matters. It's just going to be for automated drilling. It's not like something we have to drive or pilot. This is probably good. Okay. Something like this. Okay. And then we'll put a hinge on that side and that side. Or I guess it really wouldn't matter. We could put a hinge on all four and then just have the arms fold up, you know, vertically. Or you could put the hinges on the outside. That way they can face straight down and straight up. Yeah, let's do that. Would it even need 4 arms? I guess you could really just do 1 arm. 2 would probably be the safest bet. I would imagine. 2 is probably gonna be, what is that? There we go. Then we'll do 1 over here. One right there. Alright, let's get rid of the weather. I need to just get a weather removal, or like just remove weather from the world settings. Okay, okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Let's get rid of this. Just so we don't accidentally break it. Okay, okay. So then from here, I'll have a bunch of pistons that come off with a mag plate at the end. And those will act as the legs. And then down at the bottom, we'll have a whole bunch of drills, or like a rotor with a whole bunch of drills to do like the big sweeping motion. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's get another scaffold built. There we go, and then we'll put a piston over here. And I guess we're gonna have to do a very small amount of math to figure out how many pistons we need per side to reach, you know, a length like this. Or we could just chance it, you know, we could just chance it and do like, you know, 10 pistons out this direction, and that doesn't really work though. That doesn't really work. I'm thinking here, fellas. I'm thinking. We're gonna need... Okay. I'm seeing what you're saying here. I'm seeing what you're saying. I'm looking at it. So the guard would need to have some sort of piston on it to shrink the guard in, because it needs to be able to fit down inside of the hole that the drills mine. So I don't guess that's too difficult. Bear with me, fellas. Bear with me. Fuck. Damn, I'm gonna die by the end. The end of building this thing is gonna have me killed. So we don't need a hinge right here. Okay. I got a bear?
Fuel low.
What does that mean? What? What does I got a bear mean? Also, super gremlin. I got a bear with me? Where? Where bear? Bear? Bear with me. Oh, okay. I'm slow as hell, dude. My goodness.
Fuel critical.
Oh my god, I'm out of jetpack fuel. Shit just... It's fucking the hell out of me, man. Is it really suffering if you have fun? Am I having fun? Is this a... This is a smile to cover up the pain. Also, Rain, how you doing? It's been a while since I've seen you. Let me grab my bottle. My bottle of hydrogen. My bottle of water. Okay. Ah, what a build, huh? See, it's the hired guns on that one. Oh, goodness, that scared me. It is coming real close. It is coming real close. Not a fan of that. I think we're going to keep building. We're just going to ignore it and hope that it goes on by. We're just going to ignore it and hope it goes on. Let's maybe get a missile built just in case. Oh my goodness, Rain got a job. It's over. It's over. I don't know how to make this not geek out. Okay. It's stabilized. It's stabilized. Yeah, boy. Okay. So now let's do switch lock. Turn off. Hey, now. Let's go ahead and spike it into that gremlin and see what happens. Huh? Nah, I'm just kidding. That'd be a death sentence. That would be certain death. I don't know, man. It is getting really close. What do the drones look like? Are they scary looking? No, not really. Not really. The gremlin definitely does have two large vertical hydrogen thrusters. But the drones are what is scary, because if that thing came at us, I don't think I have enough defenses to defend me from those. So we're gonna let it by for right now. I think we can take out a single target. And I'm still kind of looking out for that mining ship that we saw, you know, the really vertical one. I feel like that one would be a really cool one to hit. Anyway, let's get working on this. So if the ring needs to be able to retract into itself, I'm thinking we forgo the hinges and just do pistons, right? Just do like 3 pistons on the outside. And then when it gets all the way out here, it'll just have like a mag plate facing outwards and a mag plate facing downwards. So that way it can be used in both scenarios. So we'll extend out, it'll grip the ground, it'll bore into the ground, and then it'll pull itself back in, go further down, and then push itself back out. That's what I'm imagining. Dragons. I'm imagining dragons. So let's do 1, 2, because however big this ring can go out to is as big of a hole as we can bore. So let's buck. Damn, dude, I'm actually gonna die by the end of this. I was saying it as a joke at first, but like, let's see. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. 10. 10 on each side. I think that's gonna be a big enough. Okay. What the fuck? There we go. There's that. And then I need to build some cargo boxes. There we go. Let's do 2, 3, 4. One more cargo box. Okay, something like that. And then out here on the end, we'll just put a single block with mag plates on it. Mag plate on the outside and mag plate on the bottom. But how do you attach it with like your base protruding so far? We're gonna need pistons going downwards as well. so it can extend out and down, and then it can bore its initial hole, and then it can retract back. Maybe while we have it held, we initiate like a clearing mode to just set it down into the ground, and then once it's working, then it's, you know, then it's working. Then it's doing its job. So hold on. How are we thinking about this? Do a block right there. Yeah, so while we have it held, we'll put this in clearing mode to plunge it into the ground at first. And then we'll extend these out to the terrain, and it'll do its boring procedure. And then we will, what's it called? Shrink it back in, push it down in the hole, and push it back out. Yeah, something like that. I'm learning, fellas. I feel like I'm learning new things. Mag plate. One on the outside. One on the bottom. Yep. Same solid. Hey. Solid enough for what we got going on. I mean, look at my scaffolding. Look at the scaffolding job. Am I gonna be low enough to do this? No. Okay, well. See, this is what I'm talking about. I can't jump forward. There we go. Yeah, dude, jumping in this game sucks. Sucks major butt. Oh, this thing's already evil, too. You can tell. It's already evil. Okay, so that's our guard. And now we'll have to build the actual drills and we'll have to build the actual drills and stuff once this thing is assembled and being held by oh man, he's gonna fly like almost right over the base. He's gonna fly like right here somewhere. Not good. Yeah, so now we're this thing is gonna have to get like put in the air for us to build the bottom of it, which is fine. That's fine. It's just gonna be pistons with like a hinge at the bottom to hinge the drills up and down to kind of fold it in. It won't be terrible. Okay, what all does this need? Okay, let's get the weld ship. Let's get it full of material. That thing's gonna be a lot closer than I want it to. A whole lot closer. Let's grab all the materials that we're gonna need. Which is piston. I'm gonna need that number. And then Mag plates. I'm gonna need that number. And just a whole bunch of extra steel plate. Yeah, so that's working out good. So let's go ahead and start loading that into the welding rig. It is real close, man. Not a fan of that. Alright, we're just gonna park this like right here. There we go. And now I can just deposit material into it. So I'm gonna need steel tube. And then I'm gonna need a whole bunch of construction components. And a whole bunch of steel plate. Awesome. Okay. Alright, so she's a little heavy. A little heavy. Let's go ahead and do what we got then. Let's go ahead and play with what we got. Okay, we'll do this side as well. Okay. This thing needs more thrust. But I can't help it that it needs that. So we'll get rid of the steel plate, because it doesn't need that anymore. We'll add back the construction components. And computers and motors. That. Okay. Alright, is this all welded up? Large steel tube is the only thing I'm missing. Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Large steel tube. There's no way I'm out. There we go. Alright, so let's get back up here and take a gander at what else we're working on. Alright, so all this is looking good. Yep. Yeah, all this is good. All this is good. We need to... I guess at this point we need to get it up in the air. Or, I don't know. Yeah, I need to get it up in the air because I need to replace some of these blocks down here with conveyor blocks, so that way I can end up putting cargo and stuff up on the top. You know, so it's not in danger of whatever is currently being mined. And it'll also make it easy for me to just kind of come in from the top, dock, pull everything off of it, and leave. So I need to hang this thing from the sky. Let's do that. Let's do that. Conveyor. Need interior plate to build it. Yeah, buddy. I don't give a fuck. Easy. Okay, so now we should be good to put it in the sky and start connecting down. Which, I mean, I guess I could... I guess I could just connect it, like run a conveyor along the side of this, but I think it'd be better for me to hang it from the sky and then delete the center support, connect these conveyors to the center, and then run pistons down. That way it can retract. Yeah, I think that's going to be the better move. So let's get all of these removed. Let's get all this removed. I hope the movement in SE2 is better. I haven't played it since like it initially got, you know, like released as like a alpha or a beta. But this game is really, you know what I mean? Like it's really stiff. I can't just jump forward. You know? I don't fuck with that. Anyway, so this is good. I need to connect these conveyors down to here, so let me go up and attach it to something. This probably. Okay. Oh man, and all these things are gonna give me hell. There we go. Okay. It's not ideal, but it allows me to get a couple of the connection points that I need made. Okay. All right. All right, and then we'll do pistons off of this point. Okay, grab a whole bunch of these. You know, the game does not seem to be very fond of what I'm doing here. I won't lie. The game seems angry. The game seems really angry. That's probably enough. It actually doesn't have to go down all that far. It just needs to be able to scrape the next layer. You know, to move the thing down. Let's bring this back. Just a couple of them. That's probably good enough. Do that. And then hold on, it doesn't even need all that. Drill. Oh, I need a rotor. Hold on. Oh my god, this thing's so angry already. It's so angry. Yet. Alright, why are we not rotor locking? Thank you. Okay. I need the drill to be, like, facing this direction, but I need it to... I don't know why it places from this weird-ass angle. And it's offset by 1. No! No! Robert, no! Okay. All it's got to do is be longer this way than these are this way. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's got to do. We're going to skip 2 blocks per drill. Why? Because I want to. Actually, skipping 2 blocks per drill means that I'm going to have conveyors between them. Not ideal. But, you know, at the same time, I feel like 2 conveyors, it's really not, you know, really not like a big ask. This shit is going to break into a million fucking pieces, dude. It's gonna be so over for me. Oh, but I persist. Oh, apparently I only skipped 1 block right there. Damn it. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Tensor. Tensor. Oh. Oh, dude, this thing is going to explode the first time I use it. It's gonna be a catastrophic failure. Which is really sad, because, like, I want this to work. The game doesn't want it to work, though. The game hates me. Okay. So now is the conveyors. Okay. Shit's giving me motion sickness. There we go. Okay. Oh, shit. Let's try and get rid of all those. Try and get rid of all those extra steel blocks. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we keep them, though, because they do provide good support. They do provide good support in the event that something goes wrong. Yeah, let me grab some more steel blocks, and we're going to start welding all this up. This thing is a fucking explosion waiting to happen. Oh my god. Yeah, whatever. Let's get this welded. Oh, didn't realize I had an extra block there. Okay, let's grab motors and computers. Some interior plate. Grab all this first, and then we're gonna have to grab some metal grid. Wait, what are you short on? What are you short on? Small steel tube. Small steel tube, metal grid across the board? Okay, shit, say less. Small steel tube and metal grid. Is that gonna be too heavy for your fat ass to carry? Nah. Alright, what else we short on? Everything. Steel plate, construction components. Steel plate, construction components, and that's probably also the same thing. Okay. Steel plate. Okay. There we go. Now shit's getting welded. Okay, what could you possibly be short on now? Damn it.
Fuel low.
Large steel tube? Okay. No, yeah, that's fair.
Fuel low.
Let me grab the bottle. Oh, we're out of ice, because that didn't regen. Large steel tube. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So let's test out if this works. I don't have a vehicle that can hoist this currently. I don't have anything that can hoist this. Maybe the drill rig, but fuck. I'm gonna have to like fly this thing or something, like give it thrusters. Oh, but that just turns it into a drill vehicle. I don't actually know. Turn this rotor lock off. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Turn auto lock off. Okay, I have auto lock off. But why are you still locking? Why are you such a bad mag plate? Okay, actually, why are you such a bad fucking mag plate, dude? I turned your auto lock off. Fucking, oh my god, that's useless. Okay, so all this is connected. All that's good. I actually don't know why this is auto locking. I have it switched to auto lock off. That's some bullshit. Yeah, that's actually some bullshit. But everything else though, everything else is good. Still locking. Okay, I don't get it. But we at least now have the thing. We have the thing. I need to build batteries on it. It needs batteries. It needs cargo. And I need to build something that can move it. Since I don't currently have something that can move this thing. Triton. Okay, that sounds scary. Because this thing's going to need to be able to hold its inventory worth, which I would imagine is maybe 6 cargo boxes, 6 full-size cargo boxes. So let's go ahead and make that connection. If I break this block, is it still going to be connected? Yeah. Need interior plate. Got it. And then off of this, we'll go ahead and place the large car. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're really close. And you're all alone. Hold the phone. Turn that on. Let's take a quick little gander at what this thing looks like. Whoa, okay, it's kind of big. But it does look like it has just 1, 2. 1, 2 large hydrogen thrusters holding it in the air. So we're gonna send a missile at it. See what happens. Alright, where's that thing at? Sitting still? Oh, it's moving now, okay. Hold on, let's be a little more tactical about this. It's got vertical atmospheric thrusters as well. Fuck it, I'm gonna go for it regardless. Alright, hit it again. We're about to hit it again, hold on. Okay, that is uncalled for. That is, like, completely uncalled for. Man. Fuck this whole shit, bro. I think it broke the fucking gyroscope off of it. No, it didn't. Fuck it. Oh, I did break its rear thruster, though. Well, that makes it a little more difficult. Oh, okay. It got all my thrusters out. Oh, okay. That's different. This is different for sure. Well, fuck it. We're gonna let it go. It'll get picked up by trash removal at some point. Yeah, I really hate that this thing is not stable. I really don't fuck with that at all. Do I have warheads on it? I do not. No, it's just pure kinetic. It's so fucking evil, too. I want to hit that thing just one more time and it'll be good. One more time and I'll be good. No, we're not putting warheads on it because if I can just take out the thrusters, I don't want to damage, like, cargo or something. Dampeners don't like being on subgrid. Yeah, I can tell. Alright. Hit it again. Let's go sneak up underneath it. I'm gonna take a little bit of a better shot at it this time. Blow that guy up. Hold on, I'll blow him up. I don't think I have a mod here. Also, Hakanai, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's slow it on down here. What we got going on? Okay, you just mag dumping. Damn. We weren't going fast enough. That's unfortunate. Yeah, and it despawned too. Or if it didn't despawn, then it's out of antenna range. Damn. Use an event controller to turn them on and off. I think it only has a toggle option, unfortunately, when the connector connects. Yeah. I mean, really, the best way to go about it would just to turn this into like a non-multi-subgrid thing, just make it one piece. But like, I want to be able to get it out of the way to charge vehicles right here. It's really inconvenient in its current setup. Yeah, as much as I think I could probably take that thing down if I sent another missile at it and got rid of that last hydrogen thruster on the bottom, I think really I'm just going to want to attack something when it's close and try and get like one decent missile at it and then send another one and hopefully try and get it down with like two or three missiles. But that one's getting too far away. Yeah, that one's getting too far away. This, though, it's gonna need batteries. Gonna need a lot of them, too. So I'm thinking off of each side, maybe? Like, oop, not like that. That's uneven. Something like that. Off of each side, we maybe put like just 2 or 3 batteries, because all it's got to do is power these drills. That's it. So 2 or 3 of these, and then maybe some solar panels, since it's going to be sitting out in the sun for a lot of its life. What do I need to place this? Steel plate. Go ahead and place a couple more of these. Two on each side. That's probably not bad. And then we're gonna need cargo. Interior plate, gotcha. I'm gonna go ahead and place down, well, I'm gonna plan for, let's see, 1, 2, okay. And then we're gonna do one up at the top as well. There we go. 10 of them. That's probably good. That's probably plenty. And then do another one on top and then treat it more as like a spacer. Something like that. Actually, hold on. It's the wrong orientation. We want the large port at the top and the small port on the bottom. There we go. And then up here at the top, we'll put a full-size connector. We'll do an inset connector, make it a little prettier. There we go. Cool. And then, you know, we'll shroud all this in blocks. But for the most part, that's about it. That is about it. Well, you know, with all the subgrids and all of this, I'm a little bit worried about transporting this, and I'm almost tempted to go ahead and put thrusters on it just to act as, like, the movement system for the thing. Since, you know, transporting this underneath any of the current ships that I have is going to be nearly impossible. Let me go ahead and get it welded, and then we'll go from there. And put some more batteries on it. If we're going to plan to put thrusters. Yeah, alright, let's weld all this up. What all do we need? These. A little bit of that, a little bit of that. I end up needing power cells too, but I'm not too worried about it. Let's grab the computers while we're in here. Okay, try this out. Alright, I'm going to assume that I'm short on the interior plates now. Alright, is everything that can be welded? Yeah, I think so. Alright, now what all do you have inside of you? Give me all that shit back. And then interior plate. And probably power cells for the batteries, but I don't know what else would be missing on the cargo. On the cargo boxes. Gremlin XL. What else is missing? Everything? Am I empty? Ooh, that's crazy. Okay. Well, let's do one of those numbers. Production, this. Produce a couple of those. Keep on welding. The most weldingest man. Gotta keep an eye on how far away that Gremlin XL stays. As long as it doesn't come close to us, we're good. Right. Short on display. Short on display. Okay. Make 200 displays after that. All right. And then add the display to all these things. Okay, and now these. Is it the same requirement for all of them? Yeah, power cell and steel plate. Gotcha. Gotcha, don't even worry about it. Power cell and steel plate. How am I doing on iron? Because that's going to cost 35k. Okay, yeah, I got plenty. I do need at some point need to go mine some iron. I do at some point need to go mine some iron. Also, Gremlin XL. Which direction are you going? Going over to that one? That one's been getting a lot of drop-offs lately. That one has stopped. I don't think we've had anything go to that one in a while. But that one over there, it does. That one does have drop-offs going to it regularly. Just something to take note of. Let's see. Power cell. Load another batch of it into it. How much can it hold? Like, how much can it hold before it falls? What's this thing called? Oh. Okay, now it's working. Okay, go back, grab more power cells. There we go. I do think at some point we'll probably just end up making like a dedicated fighter. So instead of sending out drones to attack these things, we'll send a fighter out. Remote control drone. But still, it won't be something that's like a complete waste every time we use it. Because I know that the drones work, like the missile drones work, because we used them when we were doing the Pertam playthrough. But I also had like a little auto factory for them, so I could press a button and it would just build it and then ship it out, and it would start building the next one, and it was really nice. I need to do that again here, or I need to, like, you know, just build something a little more quality. Thrusters. You know, these flat reaction thrusters, just strap an autocannon to one. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was in fact thinking about that. Okay, I can't make any of these because they all require the neural transceiver and the transwarp coil, which it requires literally everything and requires silver, which we don't have. Awesome. Okay, so that's off the table. What else do we have access to? Or, sorry, not have access to? We have the tiered hydrogen thrusters, which that's the goal, really. Are these tiered thrusters, but they also require silver with the King's Jewels. And I don't want to just use regular hydrogen because it's so expensive to run. Damn, we're gonna end up just strapping a bunch of basic ass thrusters to it, I guess. Alright. Thinking one or two in every direction, and then just a whole bunch of them upwards. Alright. That's what we're doing. We're gonna do one in every direction, and then 4 up. So that way it should have plenty of power to lift this thing and, you know, drop it down cleanly wherever we're going. It is going to be expensive though, so make sure we have iron. Okay, we're not going to have enough iron for this. That's fine, that's fine. Let's go look at the drill arm, because the iron from the stone should be supplementing us enough that we should be able to build this. Because I would like to go ahead and get this out. You know, get the new drill arm that we're doing. I'd like to go ahead and get it out. Yeah, this is fire, right? This is fire. Cool. I'm excited about this. Kind of hungry, gamers. You think it'd be crazy for me to go get a bowl of cereal? I got some cereal yesterday. I got the Special K vanilla almond. That's my go-to. That's my goat. I like it a lot. I actually really like the way that the almonds end up flavoring the milk. Oh, okay. Didn't mean to fall. But yeah, anyway, so this should be enough stone to at least get those thrusters made, I'm hoping. We're gonna let that do another, like, round, and then we'll come back down and adjust it again. We'll come back down and adjust it one more time. But what that machine is doing down there right now is what I want this to be doing, but in a remote location. That's the goal. All components were successfully withdrawn. Fire! Let's do... want the black out on the upper left or the upper corner of the interior battery. That works. And then I want the black facing outwards on the upper corner of the interior battery. Perfect. Okay, so that's all of our vertical thrust. And then we'll do... You know, we could probably just get away with these. The cost is significantly cheaper. One, two. One, two. And then what are we doing right here? We'll do 1, 2. Do it over here, same thing. Perfect. Okay, don't kill me. So that gives me left, right, forward, back. 2 in every direction. 4 vertical. I need a gyroscope. What? Gyroscope? That could be kind of a cool connection point. That could be kind of interesting. I would imagine that 2 gyroscopes is going to be needed on something like this. Okay, 2 gyroscopes, and then a cockpit, but I'll do the cockpit last because I don't know where I want it just yet. I'll probably just put it up at top. I just put it way up at the top. All right, let's boink. Let's get this welding. Hi. Hi, Roger. Alright, then we're going to come back over here. And say that we have 2 of those. And then thrustert. And then so that we've got a couple of these. Okay. Try this out. We're building. We're building some bullshit too. Alright, let's go ahead and put what we can over into this one. Okay, let's do it again. we're building some actual, like, we're building straight hogwash bullshit. I'm not even kidding. It is hot garbo. We're gonna need a gyroscope. But trust, if it works, it's gonna be awesome. If it doesn't work, I'll say that I expected it not to. Alright. So that's that for now. I need to put some sort of cockpit on this thing. I was gonna say the industrial cockpit could kind of be cool, but I don't really know if I need all that. I think rover cockpit. I think it just works. It just works. Is there a rover cockpit that's like... Yeah, the control seat. That's what I want. Oh yeah. Huh. All right, let's try and get this thing out. See what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? See what it's all about. Might be shit, might be butt, might be dick, might be ass. Who knows? For real. Hold on. Mag plates. Used for parking. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna have to... Oh my god, this is terrible. Okay. Okay. Hey. We got that shit though. We got that shit on. We got that shit on. I ain't even sweating it. I'm not even sweating it. Let's go shit, dude. Fuck yeah, let's go deploy this. We're gonna have to do like some field repairs or something to you know, like, what's the word? Charge it, you know, like put oh my god, what am I trying to say? Put solar panels on it so it can charge. But for right now, hey, for right now, this shit's working. For right now, this shit's working. Also, this like gentle drift that it has is not me doing anything. I'm not even touching the mouse right now. And it's like, hold on. I'm not touching the mouse to make it all smooth like that. I'm giving it an initial input and then it's like really delayed. Alright, so we're going to go over here to this edge, right? We're going to attempt our first drilling operation right here. Just in the side of this mountain. I mostly just want to test that it works. We get it as even as we can. I need to turn the big, dumb, stupid miner. BDSM, holy shit. Dub, okay. Rotor. We're gonna say its velocity is half. Ooh, other way around. Negative 0.5. There we go. And then I'm gonna need this right here. Toggle block on and off. Cool. I just gotta kind of have to let this do its thing for a moment. Because once it gets down low enough... Oh, it's clearing out. It's doing great. Once it gets down low enough, I'm gonna need to... attach this little arm out here on the side. Come on now. Okay, hold on. I need to, need to mark out the pistons. Okay, so 0 and 1 are the arms, or 1 and 2. Hold on, sorry, I gotta keep managing this. It doesn't want to float itself in the air, so I have to, you know, maintain it myself. Oh, but trust, this is gonna work out. This is gonna work out great. Hold on, let's fly up real quick, so I can check all the pistons. Okay. Okay. Hold on, I'm clicking on my pistons right now. I'm clicking it. Hold on, come back up. And then we'll just do this one, piston drills. There we go. So now I can do groups, piston arms, do reverse, piston drills. We'll do reverse, make a drills group. Reverse. Toggle block on or off. Toggle terrain clearing on and off. So we'll do 7, 8. And then we'll do 5 to extend them out. Oh, yes! Okay, come on down. Okay. And then piston drills. We'll do the velocity is going to be Oh, is this peak? Did we figure it out? The harpy. I know that we can take the harpy down. We did that back on Pertam. So as long as that doesn't destroy the voxel that the arm is attached to. It doesn't look like it has. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. And then we're going to do the piston for the drills. We're going to do the first drill. Its minimum distance is going to be like, yeah, 1.5 meters. This basically just ensures that the, what's it called? No, I guess it's fine. I was going to say it basically just ensures that the mag plates have something to grab to up at the top. But I don't know if I'll need to do that. I don't know if that'll be necessary. Mechanic. Yeah, dude, look at how cool it is. All right. So this is fire. This is fire. And at any point we can just detach or, you know, release the mag plates, bring the arms in, extend the arms back out and reattach the mag plates. I need to make sure that the pistons have like almost 0 impulse. This way they when they go out and they hit a voxel, they don't punch it, they just kind of very lightly tap it. Okay, cool. So now let's do the pull up procedure, which will be unlocking and pulling in the arms. Hold on, let's do the rotor needs braking force. Okay. Now let's also have a rotor lock button. Rotor lock on and off. There we go. So we're going to detach and pull the arms in. Yep. Perfect. And that can come out. And then we'll retract it back in. Is there a way to make the pistons retract at a faster speed? Because I don't want to like manually set the velocity every time. I guess it's not very often we're going to be doing this, so we can just do the weight. It's fine. Alright, let's go, This is cool. This is so cool. Let's go deploy this thing. With actual oars, you know? Oh, dude, this is super cool. Yeah, looks like we're flying right to where we need to go. I'll need to have, I think, putting some timer blocks on this to automate some of the buttons that I have to click. Because like right now, I shouldn't have to click 7 and 8. I should be able to just click a timer block, which turns them on and starts the drill process, or sorry, 7 and 9, which turns the drills on and then starts the extension process. Add an event controller, stop speed up, raise, stop speed down. You can use set velocity commands to extend and oh, you can use set velocity commands instead of extend and retract commands. So set a small positive one for extending the pistons and a large negative one for retracting. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. I haven't really played around enough with the, what's it called, the event controllers to know what all they can do. This is not the hole we need to be at. The hole we need to be at is this one over here to our right. This one over here is the one that has, what's it called? Iron and nickel and cobalt and gold. If I can get this thing to a point where it's mining iron and cobalt and stuff automatically for me, oh my goodness. That'd be the dream. That'll be the dream. I do think that attaching another arm for the drills will be something I do. So instead of it just having a single cutter, it'll have two on each sides. So I can increase the speed that the rotor turns. Alright, let's move out. We're gonna need to get this thing into the ground, and then we'll do the arms. That, and then we'll go ahead and extend piston drills velocity. Let's go up to like 8. Fuck it, go up to 1. It's still really slow. That's better. That might not be deep enough. I might need to pull this thing up and let it cut a little bit. Nah. That'll work. Yeah, I'm gonna let this thing clear for a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna let it kind of circle around down there, and that'll make me a flat area to then move this thing downwards and do it again. With large grid, this wouldn't be as big of a deal because all the pistons that we're using to make the plunge procedure would be like one piston with large grid. So it is going to take us a little while to get the thing down to the ore, but once we get it down there, you know, it'll be good. It'll be good. So let's nope. Did not want to do that. Hold on, let's get out of here real quick. I need to look at what's it called? The thrusters, and make sure the thrusters aren't trying to move, since the landing pads are so like subgridded off. As long as the thrusters aren't trying to do anything. Yeah, they're fine. They are fine. Okay. So then what we're about to do is run. We're about to run all the way back to base. Go grab the little boring machine so we can start hauling out some solar panels out to this thing so it can charge. Because how long does this have? We've gone through about 4%. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Running time. Alright, this is what we're doing for the next little bit. You guys want to go get snacks or water or anything? Now's the time to do it. Because this is it. I actually might go grab myself a... I'd have to set up a hotkey and all that. I'm not doing all that. I was going to say, I'll just let it auto run while I go make myself some cereal. But nah. We're running. We are running. You know, if you could find a way to loop this, this would be a great, like, wallpaper engine. This is a wallpaper. Would be interesting. I think I'd probably get really motion sick. So I use hidden icons. Like, all my icons are hidden on my desktop, and I use strictly the taskbar or the start menu. But I think looking at the taskbar while having the grass come in so fast, I think that would give me a headache. After a little while, I think it would. But yeah. Alright, so we're going to need solar panels, event controllers, and timer blocks. Timer block to start the drills and the pistons. A timer block to stop the drills and the pistons, which I guess could be the same timer block. You just trigger it and it just have it set to an on and off switch. So that'd be fine. An event controller, one event controller for setting the retracting speed. Set velocity to extend and retract. Yeah. So I'm going to need 2 event controllers for that. That wouldn't be terrible. That wouldn't be terrible. We can do that. We can handle that. Because, like, once it's done its boring process, pulling it back out, it can be fast, because it'll already have removed all the voxels in the way. I'm going to be going to the gym in a little bit. I'm excited about that. I've been doing about 10 miles on the bike every night for the past few nights. Tonight actually marks day 7. Day 7 in a row. No rest day. Rah. Do I need a rest day? I haven't really really locked in and worked out in a while. I don't know if I need a rest day, or if that's just something people say. Probably just give it a goog. Interesting. They are fighting. Are they fighting? It says Incon, or Ember, not Parallax. Ember is the transport courier, but the military installation... Oh, wait, is the transport courier going to attack my fucking mining ship? I'm actually going to lose my mind. Oh, hold on. See, now, are you going to my... No, you're not. You don't even know that it exists. You're way too far away. Unless... Where's my thing? Are you coming over here? That's so crazy. Oh, hold on. Can I... Yeah, I'm gonna save it. at least save it while I can. Oh my goodness gracious, bro. That's so insane. It's actually going to attack my... It's actually going to attack this. Surely not, though, right? Surely not. It says that the transport courier's message was directed to the trespassing Incon vessel, which is the independent contractors. But it's like it's beelining me, unless it's just so happens to be traveling overhead. As long as it doesn't... Okay, it looks like it might just be going on by. Yeah, I think it's just going on by. It don't even see me down there. Okay. We could totally take this thing out, though. We could totally take it out. Also really poorly armed. Anyway. I just wanted to make sure that thing wasn't about to obliterate my mining vessel that I've spent basically this whole stream building. I was gonna be super duper mega sad. I actually probably would have just ended stream low key. I probably would have just said, "Oh, you know, gamers, I think I'm done for now." I need to get some sort of attack vehicle, but I don't even have the resources to build. You know, I ain't even got the resources to build shit yet. So the idea of building an attack vehicle is so way out of left field. I'm never getting to that point. At least not anytime soon. Maybe this auto drill could really help me out. I just have a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night, you know what I'm saying? No, but I really do have a feeling though that as cool as that drill is, knowing that it's only gonna make like 10-meter plunges at a time, and then I'm gonna have to manually adjust it for the next 10 meters, it's really got me wondering if it's actually even gonna be worth it. Because if everything spawns at a minimum 100 meters down, I'm gonna have to manually plunge cut that thing 10 times just to get it to the ore. Just to get it to the ore. And I think that's crazy. Which, I mean, I guess with some more drills on it, it could at least go faster. Alright, let's grab everything out of this. Grab everything out of it. And then grab a solar panel. And we're going to want, what, 4 solar panels? Went ahead and grabbed 6. Okay, and then an event controller. 2 event controllers. 2 timer blocks. And that's really about it for right now, right? 2 and 2. I think that's it. Solar panels, timer blocks, event controllers. That's everything. Oh, this thing is low battery. Okay, hold on. Get that out of the way. Connector. I don't want it to transfer items. I just want it to, you know, I don't want it to transfer items. Shit. I'm gonna build another one. Book it. I'll build another one. Steel plate.
Fuel low.
There we go. Cool.
Fuel low.
Just let that charge. Need to change this event controller in here. Event controller, charge connected vehicles. Also add that connector, connector 4. Because connector 4 is also LP. There we go. So let me go attach and reattach.
Fuel low.
There we go, and that should have put all the batteries in recharge mode. It did, good deal. I mean, discharge mode. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let me go up here and grab my bottle. We probably need to make an ice run at some point. Let me regen and then we'll check ice. Ice. Oh, we got plenty. Plenty. What am I talking about? That'll be charged in no time, and then once it's charged, we'll go out and do the repair. So we got plenty of ice. Got plenty of everything. Looks like we got plenty of everything. We could probably convert this over now that it's not a... Well, I don't know. What are you flying back for? Why is blood just going back and forth? I think we're gonna kill him. I think we're gonna kill his ass. But I think we could probably convert this thing into just a transport vessel. You know, get rid of the drills on the front. I was gonna say that, but then I was thinking, we don't really have a good way just yet of getting the auto miner down to, like, you know, negative 500 meters. I don't really have a good way of doing that just yet. I was thinking, you know, maybe putting the drills for this thing on the bottom and using it instead of a forward miner, using it as a lower bottom miner. So you can fly out somewhere and then just go straight down to like the 500 meter mark and then take the auto drill down there. I don't know. Really, the inefficiency for all of this comes from just having one person. That's really the inefficiency for all of this, is that if I had one other person, you know, I could be clearing out one of these tunnels and somebody else could... Ooh, are they gonna fight? They could fight. If I had one other person... Ooh. I just want the weather tools, please. If I had one other person to where, like, I could be clearing stuff out and I could have somebody else mining and I could have somebody else moving the auto boring machine, the auto mining machine, that'd be a lot faster. But with me first boring a tunnel and then taking the miner down there and then setting it up and then being the transport crew, that, all that time spent doing all that, I feel like is probably going to be outweighed by me just making mining runs in this. Okay, noted. The thing you ride in on? Yeah. Yeah. If I had... I feel like all the transport and the moving my person from one location to another to control another vehicle to do a different thing, I feel like all that transport time is kind of outweighed by... I can just go bore the tunnel with this, I can mine with this, and I can fly back and deposit with this. Ember and Ember. Oh, so damn, they won't attack each other. Hey, but he's flying right at me, though. Nah, he's flying over there. Okay. I don't know. This thing is just kind of the GOAT. It does everything. It transports, it mines, it bores, it clears, it does everything. I need to make this, but much bigger. Much bigger. Damn, I guess I could start working on that. First thing I'd do is probably another set of batteries out here, and then I'd put another thing of cargo, and then I'd extend the drills on the front, you know, wider to account for it. And then I might as well put more thrusters out there, you know, to aid all this. Damn. Building big with small grid, man. Building big with small grid in survival mode is difficult because, like, the cost requirement and what you get back out of it is not immediate. How charged up are these? At 57%? Make it all RC. Yeah, but I don't like the camera texture. I don't like that I can't, like, make my field of view like what it is right now. So, like, I play with 100 field of view, and the cameras are like 70 degrees. I feel like it's way too zoomed in, even when it's all the way zoomed out. Not a fan. Not a fan. But yeah, no, all RC. Oh, goodness. Could be really cool. You know, another thing is just building like a fucking wall of drills. And its whole goal is to just bore holes into the terrain that I could fly. I could put this whole fucking base down inside of. That's also an option. Yeah, that's also an option. Let's go see what the downstairs drill's doing. Let's go see what it's got going on. It's doing its thing. It's doing its thing. All this stone, man. All this stone. I don't think it's touching any of my storage right now. Yeah, it's not. It's not. I got plenty of storage. I actually finally have enough storage to just do whatever I want. This is great. This hole. This hole. Building one of those auto boring machines that like self-replicates itself as it builds, that's the end goal. Like, really, that would be the end goal, is doing something like that, going way deep underground and then just boring a straight line. The issue with that is you end up having to have welders, you gotta have connection points, merge blocks, connectors, event controllers. You gotta have all that. We tested that way back when on the Moon playthrough. It ended up being a lot more hassle than it was worth, I felt like. But this is working out so good. This is working out pretty good so far. I'm not too displeased with it. 70%, that's probably good enough. 30 minutes of flight time? Yeah, that's fine. About damn near 200 meters a second, I tell you what. Oh, that's new. The manufacturing facility? Hey there, bud. How you doing? I don't know how to open the build menu. I used to. Whatever. Alright, so I'm gonna need some solar panels. That's one off from the top. There's that. And then let's do the old trick of the trade where you just throw 2 event controllers on it and you say that it's science. You guys know what I'm talking about. Awesome. Yeah, no, I understand that. No, yeah, no, I get it. I get it, yeah. Just let me fall right through the piston. I'm not even upset about it, you know? That's just how pistons work. That's just how pistons work, man. You just fall right through them. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. Grab the timer block. There we go. All right. Alright. And then these. Alright, let's see. Is that enough power? Oh no. Fully depleted in 52 minutes. Alright, what about if we turn the drills off? Still fully depleted in 50 minutes. Okay. That just don't make no sense. That just doesn't make a lick of sense. Maybe we also grab all the thrusters. And I have a whole page dedicated to let's for the safety of it, right? Let's just put that over here. Alright, the batteries. Fully recharged in 2 days. What about if we turn the damn drills back on? Hey, That's plenty for me, man. That's plenty. Shit don't even matter. Let's turn the thrusters back on though. Get this bad mamma jamma back up in the air. I need to move this. Just getting rid of all this extra stone. Yeah, this initial plunge cut is always going to take the longest. Let's also bring it back up. Yeah, I probably could have got a sensor and put a sensor on the bottom of that thing, and if it detects a voxel, then just retract it. That'd probably work. Anyway, let's go down. Go. Glor. Me when I'm a dog. Glor. Okay, cool. So all that's working. Alright, now that we're getting to this point though, I do actually have to slow the thing down. Which is fine, I gotta set up the event controller for it anyway. So let's do... what? Retract and event controller extend? Something like that. So when piston position? No. Grid speed? But this is measuring the whole grid. Rotor or hinge angle. Piston position is equal or greater than 99%. When true, set the drill piston velocity to, fuck, I don't know. No, that's not gonna work. Yeah, set the velocity to like 100. Okay, and then when false, do nothing. Okay. So once they pass this threshold, this sets it to max speed for me to then reverse it and pull it up. When, hold on, when piston position is equal or less than 1%, set actions, groups, drills, set velocity to that number. Or like negative of that number. So that way I can then reverse it. Okay, so we're gonna extend it all the way down, and then they should be set to like their full length, or like their full speed, for me to then retract it, and that'll bring it back up really fast. And then once they hit 0%, I should be able to slow it back down. Okay, so then reverse. Come up really fast. Okay, now they're at 0. To be reversed back down, and that's super slow. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so now a timer block for the drills. Yeah. Set up actions. It is going to reverse the drill pistons and toggle these on or off. Yes. Okay, so I should be able to get rid of this and that. All that can get removed to now just be a single timer block for the drills, because this is what's handling the extension and pull up. I'll just do a trigger. And then tool blocks that, and this is clearing on or off. Cool, so now I get to decide whether or not it's clearing, and then it regardless if this is moving down, these drills are on. If it's moving back up, the drills are off. Does that work in practice? Yeah, looks like it. Looks like they're going back up. And then hitting that, and they'll start going back down. Fan-fucking-tastic. Okay. Let's do the mag plates back to auto lock. That's fine. They can auto lock as long as I can manually turn them off. Probably just get rid of this and just make it a unlock procedure. I'll never really need to do these manually, so get rid of those. Unlock. The rotor. Rotor lock on, yeah. The arms. Yeah, we can do that with an event controller. I mean, with a timer block as well. Timer block. Actually, that might not be the safest thing, because it would need to unlock and immediately withdraw the pistons, and if for some reason it didn't unlock, it would slam this thing into the wall. So that is still gonna have to be manual. So those unlock, and then the groups for the arms are just set to reverse. Yep. Rotor lock can be on or off. Okay. And then fuck it, let's just bring the thrusters back in. Having another event controller to where when one of these when the mag plates are locked, the thrusters are off. No, actually, I don't like the chance that could mess up and end up having the mag plates get switched off, but the thrusters are also off somehow. I don't like the chance involved in all that. So this is fine. Cool. Look at how clean the hotbar is. That can get gone. Hotbar is super clean. Timer block. Release mag. Okay, set up actions. When mag plates are unlocked, set the thrusters to on. That way there's no way that I can ever unlock these and these will be off. And then what we'll do is get rid of the unlock button and just have a mag release trigger. Cool. So thrusters are off and we're locked in. We hit that, they turn on, shit's on again. Fantastic, cool. And then we can lock in and turn the thrusters off. Fan-fucking-tastic. That's fantastic. Yeah, that is fantastic. I'm almost tempted to say that we could go further on the drills. We could maybe put another drill just to increase its area. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? Is this as far down as it's going to clear? If that's the case, then I am going to. Oh yeah, we're still waiting on the pistons to extend. Okay, that's fine. Cool. We can just leave this now. It just kind of functions and does its thing. Yeah, maybe I make another event controller to where if the drills are in clearing mode, then the rotor speeds up, or the pistons speed up, or, you know, it just moves faster, so that way I can, you know, do this process quicker. Yeah, I think more drills, really. That would solve a lot of this. Put another extent of drills out on that side. Honestly, going 4-way wouldn't be crazy. That'd make it really fast. That'd make it super duper fast. Do we have the ability to do that? Do I have, like, the connection points to handle that? So we can definitely do it out this side. I could get rid of that block and wrap a connector here, get rid of this block, wrap a connector there, and then do the other 4, the other 3. Yeah, that'll be the move. Okay. That is the move. We're just gonna let this thing sit. It's just gonna sit and do its thing. Let's go back. Nice. Yeah, I like this little thing. I like my little weld ship. Perfect. Neato. Neat-o. I am excited about how good all this is coming along. Yeah, a couple more event controllers, but I'm not too worried about it for right now. It's fine. Gamers? I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'll be in Discord if anybody wants to chat. I appreciate you for being here. Be safe, have fun, go do something that you enjoy doing, you know? You know what I like doing? Giving a little witcher welder, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, I'll see you fellas. Had a good time. We'll do this tomorrow. I will continue to monitor the drills and maybe we expand on the thing that's behind us. Maybe we make it bigger. Twice as big. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I'll see you fellas.